first DC video that I got installed for you all today. So basically, this entire video, I just wanted to share with you my Rage tank build, and it's gonna be health based, and that's really about it. I do have another idea for a video for Rage, and I'll show you my dominance build with Rage. So with that build, it's just gonna be maybe 3 shields that I'll be running, or maybe even 4, I don't know. But I'll get to you with that another time. But moving forward, we're just gonna talk about this build, and also let me know if there's any powers that you want me to talk about and give you a guide on. I could definitely help out with that, so just let me know. Now, with the artifacts that I use strictly, which is the Mystic Symbol, Manacles, Everyman Prototype, the Refractor, and the Lazarus Pit Water. I prioritize Lazarus Pit Water because with Assault and Battery Elite and with Defending Mogo Elite, I'm not gonna lie, I get wailed on a lot, and there are times where I'm not gonna be able to cancel out my Rage Crash, and I'm just gonna have to eat the damage that, I was absorbing. So I just have to rely on my healer at that point, and I'm gonna have to rely on Ire and my redirected shield as well. And maybe my, soda as well to get me back up to full HP, or the shields that I use here. But I have a lot of backups, so I shouldn't die like instantly or whatnot. It's not like a fail type of, it's just a fail safe essentially. Now with the allies, you definitely could use Nubia, or you can use Static Shock for the shields. I'm not sure if you place them in the support ally or in the combat ally, but whichever one it is, he does provide you a shield, so that's just extra protection. You definitely want to have Superman as your ally, and you want to have him at least at rank 10, because the reason why is for the sole fact that 10 plus defense and toughness, and a 25% control resistance, and you do get a 35% reduction shield as well, which is pretty solid. But right now it's sitting currently at 25%. And not gonna lie, I'm still working on him. But the next ally that I use is Future Lex Luthor. I really have to level this man up because I'm like hella behind. I at least want to try to get him to level 6 or 7, but only time will tell what I'll do with this ally. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he'll get up there at some point. If he doesn't, then oh well. Moving forward, with the specs, with weapons, there's not really much to spec into at all because I don't use my weapon. Super speed, I put all my specs into the resistance and recovery abilities, so definitely get those. Now with the stats and where to spec, always spec into superpower, because you're always going to be using your superpowers. You're not going to be using any of your weapons at all unless you were maybe a battle tank or a hybrid. And I do 10-10 for magnitude and chance for critical healing because I don't really have a lot of skill points. Now 511 is a lot of skill points, but I'm a little bit behind because I at least want to get my dominance to 100, and that'd be fine, low key. But I'm working on getting to at least 700 skill points, or maybe even 600. But again, time will tell what I do with this game, but I don't really take it too serious at all, considering that it is pretty old. But you want to spec all of your points into health and do 10-10 and put the rest in dominance, essentially. That's really all it is with this build. Now with the loadout, this is pretty much where it all shines at. You want to have a pool which is Rage Bringer, and the next ability almost was going to call Severe Punishment a pool, but my bad. The next 2 abilities is Severe Punishment and Remorseless Recovery, Redirected Shield, Dreadful Blast, and Ire. Now, if you definitely don't want to run Dreadful Blast, if you just don't want to, for whatever reason, you can replace it with E-Chain or any other move that will cancel out your Rage Crash or gives it a reduction. So it's really your option. Or if you're just used to eating through the Rage Crash, I mean, good for you, cool. But I'm not eating through that damage. Hell, you're better than me. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much just the build overall. You mainly want to clip all of these three together once you're close to the ads. You just want to do your pull first and then pop Severe and Remorseless immediately after you pull. So you don't get like one-shotted or two-shotted. But if it's a boss fight where it's the boss and there's a group of ads as well that just come out, you can definitely replace Remorseless Recovery with Without Mercy. And this is pretty much what I used in Assault and Battery, so don't mind me with that. I will show you in the clip of me running it on the final boss how I played out the entire build and what I did and what I didn't do. And yeah, you'll see that shortly, don't mind it. But if it's just a boss where it's just the boss itself, then you can use Remorseless Recovery and call it a day. But mainly I just use Without Mercy from time to time. I'm starting to grow on using it a lot more. And even without Remorseless, you can still survive just using Severe Punishment. So your main protections here will be Severe and your Redirected Shield. Now, if you have more dominance than me, you'll definitely be able to be fine. Your shield won't get broken with like maybe 1 or 2, 3 hits, depending on how many ads there are and whatever the boss is. So you should be fine at the end of the day. And I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty much about it with the rage build. If there was something I missed, please let me know, because again, this is my first DC video that I'm making out. And I guess that's really about it. So I'll transition you over to me running Assault and Battery on Elite and just showing you how I used this build entirely. So let's just go ahead and move over there. Alright, y'all, this is the Assault and Battery Elite raid. To really start off, I did replace the Remorseless Recovery using Without Mercy so I can get better crowd control, along with the Refractor using Circe's Mask so I can get more incoming heals and to stun the ads as well and the bosses too, because this whole raid was laggy throughout the entire time I was running it, which made me tweak hella bad because I kept hearing at least 2 heartbeats every time I kept popping my Severe Punishment, which was definitely confusing me. Then it started to lead me into proccing my Lazarus Pit Water. I rage crashed here one time because I did get stunned either by the ads or I think by the boss. So that definitely was not the best run for me, but if I can get another run in, maybe this week or whenever I can, I'll definitely show a better clip of me having a completely clean run without really struggling, as much as it looks like I am in here. But the damage and everything was good, honestly. Nothing to really complain about. And mind you, this is a flashback raid, and this was my first time running it. I don't even think I was even here when this was even, out. I don't even think I even played DC during that time that this flashback was, the newest thing back then. But your main goal here is to keep all of the manhunters off the 4 pads, the 2 pads in the back, and the 2 pads that are behind my character as well. Keep them away from there and just keep the 2 main bosses on you, and that's really about it for this raid. Just keep it short and simple. Pick a position that you want to be in and keep them there, juggle the ads, keep all of the aggro on you. That's really essentially it for this raid. So nothing else really needs to be said for what you need to do, what you don't need to do. Moving along, It definitely feels weird coming back to YouTube after not uploading for a long time. I did do a lot of streams from time to time, or I did have videos that I did keep posted up, but after a while, I would delete all of them just to like try to have a clean slate and restart my entire YouTube channel. But honestly, I'm just gonna keep every video that I have up here, and it's really about it. I'm not gonna delete any of them anymore. I'm just gonna keep them up here for memory and whatnot, and hopefully it gets some kind of views and it helps people out, and hopefully somebody gets something out of it. Then for the next chapter in DC though, I definitely plan on switching to Earth most likely. I do want to try out a brick build. Now, I know brick build does not work in Elite Plus raids, and sometimes it definitely can be a struggle and hassle in Elite raids as well, but I definitely got to build when it comes to the artifact specifically that I want to test out to see if it can survive the Elite Plus content and Elite just in general with brick build. But if there's any other powers that you just want me to do before it even gets to me switching to Earth, let me know. I got you. And I'm pretty sure that's all that I wanted to say throughout this commentary. So, you know, that's really about it for me. You know, you can enjoy the rest of the raid, you know, with my team taking out Hank and the rest of the ads throughout the whole time. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little guidance on what to do in the raid, and you know me using this build and not dying. Other than you just seeing me struggle because of all the lag, but besides all that, I'm out of here with the commentary, so y'all can enjoy the rest of the time you got watching the raid. But I take it back because the raid is over with. But I'll see y'all in the next one though.